Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJO Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1999 final week is on the air. Today's date is October 3rd, 99. It is closing day. We are at Busch Stadium for a matchup between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. This may be the first time I've actually had a season end on a day where actually everything has already been set. Pretty much, I think this is the first time I'm actually playing a meaningless game on the final day of any replay I've done here. As of course, all the teams and the seedings are done for 1999. In the American League, the New York Yankees, they are the number 1 seed. The Indians are the 2 seed. Texas is the 3. Boston the 4. Oakland the 5. The White Sox the 6. In the American League, the Chicago White Sox will travel to Oakland for the first National League Wild Card Series game. In the National League, the San Francisco Giants will travel to Pittsburgh for the National League Wild Card Series game. The winner of Oakland and White Sox will go to Fenway to play Boston. The winner of San Francisco and Pittsburgh will go to Shea to play the Mets. The winner Wild Card champion for the National League will play the Astros. The American League Wild Card champion will play the Yankees. Cleveland will play Texas in the other division series. The Diamondbacks will play the Braves in the other division series in the National League. After tonight, I'll know, of course, which games to start with. So right now, I do not know. I have to wait till the end of 10-minute ticker to see, what will be the first wild card game we'll have. Well, we'll find out after the ticker. Vita Productions, Jimmy Jam and David Vega are first to join us here at Busch Stadium. The Cubs come into this game a record of 77-84. The Cardinals 77-83. The Cardinals only played 161 games that year. The Cardinals historically won this game 9-5. They had 10 hits and an error. The Cubs had 6 hits and 2 errors. This is a meaningless game. It's the final game of the regular season for both these teams. And since we had a meaningless game, we wanted to choose 2 teams that were not in the playoffs to end the season out. So by due of the chat, they believe the Cubs and the Cardinals, a good rivalry would be a good start. So let's play this game tonight. So good crowd, I think, on hand at Busch Stadium. The Cubs-Cardinals rivalry has always been huge, and we'll see what happens tonight as we close the 1999 regular season. Starting pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals is Larry Luebbers. I don't know if that's exactly how you say his name. 3 wins, 3 losses, a 5.12 ERA. He had 16 strikeouts and 16 walks in 99. We are at Busch Stadium. This was a neutral park in 99, 187 home runs, adds 1 to strikeouts and adds 2 to walks. But yes, another reason why we chose the game is we got Big Mac and Sammy in the lineups. So if everybody is set and ready to go, let us end this 1999 regular season on a high note. Let's go to the top of the first. Leading off for the Cubs, center fielder Lance Johnson, 260 average, a homer, 21 RBIs in 99. We're going to use red, white, and white dice. Cardinals are the home team. Rivalry between the Cubs and the Cardinals, a fitting way to end the 1999 season. Let's see what happens. Luebbers 1-1, home run chance. The 15 is good against a righty. Johnson needs a 1. No. 2-1. Instead, he's going to get over it and ground it to short, and that'll be handled by Edgar Renneria, and he'll throw it over to first for the out. Next batter, the second baseman, Mickey Morandini, 241 average, 4 homers, 37 RBIs in 99. Luebbers, 6-1 against the lefty, it's blank. Morandini, 3-3, and that's grounded to third. That'll be handled by Fernando Tatis. And he'll throw it over, 2 down. If somebody can please check that I am saying Larry Luebbers' name is correct. I was thinking maybe it's Luebbers, Luebbers. Someone make sure for me. Next batter is the right fielder, Sammy Sosa. Put him in the friggin' Hall of Fame. 288 average, 63 bombs, 141 RBIs, and 99. Put him in the friggin' Hall. Luebbers will pitch. Luebbers, 1-5 against a righty. Strikeout. He'll get Sosa and retire the side. First strikeout for Luebbers. 1, 2, 3, go the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Chicago Cubs tonight is Steve Trachsel. I always felt Trachsel wasn't that bad a pitcher. 8 wins, 18 losses, though. A 5.56 ERA in 99. He had 149 strikeouts and 60 walks. Bottom of the first, leading off for the Cardinals. Shortstop, Edgar Renneria. Won a championship with the Marlins in 2 years in 97. 275 average, 11 homers, 63 RBIs. He actually got the championship-winning RBIs that year. Trachsel, 1-6, strikeout, no. Renneria, 1-3, it's grounded to second base. Mickey Morandini will get it, and he'll throw to first. Here's the center fielder, J.D. Drew, 242 average, 13 homers, 39 RBIs. It is pronounced Luebbers. Thank you, sir. Trachsel, 3-5, range play at the park. Busch Stadium, 6-5. It's a fly ball to center field. Going after that is Lance Johnson. His range is a 3. He's got it. 2 outs. Nice play by Johnson to take a possible hit away from Drew. And that will bring up the first baseman, the Big Mac, Mark McGwire. Put him on the Hall of Fame as well. I don't really care anymore. 278 average, 65 bombs, 147 RBIs. All Mark McGwire did was crush a lot. Trachsel, 4-2. It's at the park. Busch Stadium, 1-5. And, well, that's the first. Well, as I said, all Mark McGwire does is crush a lot. And, he's going to crush one there. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. And that ball is gone. Home run, Mark McGwire. Stadium cheers. Yay! A 1-5's a homer to the opposite field. McGwire has 20s. And that's just a plain ordinary bomb hit out of there. And it's 1-0 Cardinals. As the Big Mac slapped that one out. Here's the third baseman, Fernando Tatis. His son is playing pretty good baseball right now, and that just makes me feel really old. 298 average, 34 homers, 107 RBIs in 99 for Tatis. Trachsel, a 4-6. That's at the park. Busch Stadium, 1-3. That's a home run to the post side against a righty. Tatis needs a 16. The 19 is too high, and that is going to be a fly ball to left instead. It'll stay in the park, and Glenn Allen Hill is going to make the catch and retire the side. 1 run and 1 hit, a solo bomb by Big Mac. 1-0 Cardinals after 1. Yes, Mark McGwire was ripped. We go to the top of the second. Leading off for the Cubs is the first baseman, Mark Grace. Does anybody have a problem if I put Grace in the Hall of the Very Good? 309 average, 16 homers, 91 RBIs in 99. Grace was a solid player. Luebbers, 5-2, hit by pitch, plunk, ouch, and they'll hit him. So he hits Grace, first hit batter of the game. And that will bring up the left fielder, Glenn Allen Hill. 300 average, 20 homers, 55 RBI. I felt Glenn Allen Hill was a solid player. Clay baseball fan and Doug Hunt join us here at Busch Stadium. Infield a double play and nothing happening on the strat. Luebbers, 4-2. It's a blank. Hill, 3-3. And that is a ground ball to second base. 2-1-2. Shortstop, Pivot Renneria 0. 1-2. They got it. 2 outs. Hill will ground out into the 4-6-3 double play. And 2 away. And that will bring up the third baseman, Shane Andrews. Andrews started the season with the Montreal Expos, wound up on the Cubs later. A 195 average, though. 16 homers, 51 RBIs, so probably either struck out or hit a bomb. So Luebbers will deal. Luebbers, 3-1, that's at the park. Busch Stadium, 6-6. It's a grounder right back to Luebbers. Luebbers will go ahead and get it. Toss it over and retire the side. Nothing across a hit bat except a hit batter. We go to the bottom of the second. Leading off for the Cardinals is the right fielder, Thomas Howard. 292 average, 6 homers, 28 RBIs in 99. Trachsel, 2-4, possible error. Howard, 3-1, grounded to second base. That's Hector Morandini. His error rating is a 2. That's a 7. Morandini will go ahead and get that. And he'll throw it over for the out. Next up is the left fielder, Eduardo Perez. 344 average, a homer, 9 RBIs that year. As Ben Wicks now joins us here at Busch Stadium. Trachsel, 5-1, strikeout, got him. And that's going to be the first K for Trachsel, 2 down. Also pitched for the Mets. That'll bring up the catcher, Marcus Jensen, a 235 average, a homer, and 1 RBI in 99. We had 1 home run so far. 1 hit by the Big Mac. Trachsel, 6-6. Well, that's a home run result, but the 12 is going to be high. Jensen, 2-2, ground 1 to short. That'll be handled by Jeff Blauser. And Blauser will throw it over and retire the side. 1-2-3, go the Redbirds. 1-0 Cardinals after 2. Philip Reynolds joins us here at Busch Stadium. Top of the third. Leading off for the Cubs is the shortstop, Jeff Blauser. 240 average, 9 homers, 26 RBIs that year, 99. Luebbers, 1-1. Home run chance. The 9 is too high. Blauser, 6-1. Base hit in left field, though. And Blauser will get a single. Leadoff hit for the Cubs. And now we'll see the catcher, Jose Molina. 263 average and an RBI that year. Blauser had 2 steals. And that is a 17. He's not going. Luebbers, 3-2. Home run result, but the 18 is high. Molina, 6-2. Grounder to second base, 0, -1, and a 0. Shortstop Pivot Renneria is a 0, so there's no way they're going to turn a double play. And Blauser's going to reach second. The only play they'll have will be the first. That's out number 1. Blauser faster than the 2. So Blauser moves to second. They'll get the out at first. And now we'll see the pitcher, Steve Trachsel. 111 average, no homers, no RBIs. 1 out. Blauser on at second. Strategy, that's a 20. Luebbers turns around and he will not get him. Luebbers will now pitch to Trachsel. Luebbers, 6-5. That's a walk plus. And he walked the pitcher. So Luebbers walks the pitcher. Trachsel will trot down to first. First walk given up by Luebbers. It'll now bring in Johnson. Johnson's 0 for 1. Infield back at double play depth. Strategy roll. And nothing on the 7. Luebbers. A 3-4 range play at the park. Busch Stadium. 2-4. It's a blank. We got a rare play instead. Rare plays men on from at the park. And that's a 35. Line out to the shortstop. Revolve to like an L6 range play. Resolved like an L6 range play. So that's hit to the shortstop. That is Renneria. His range is a 3, and that is a 1. If successful, triple play chance into as many outs as possible. Well, it's not going to be a triple play. It's going to be a double play because there were 2 out. There was already 1 out. So it's a line drive to shortstop Renneria. He's going to go to second to get the double off Jeff Blauser, and the inning is over. That's going to be an L6-4 double play to retire the side. No runs, a hit, and a walk, and we'll go to the bottom of the third. Oh, I'm so Doug, you never said that. You never told us your father passed away. I am so sorry, sir. You never said it. It would have been a triple play if there were no outs. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Doug. You didn't say anything. But then again, you don't say much, but that's okay. I know you're kind of private. I'm glad to hear you're doing okay there. We go to where are we? Bottom of the third inning, and leading off for the Cardinals is the second baseman Placido Polanco, 277 average, a homer, 19 RBIs in 99. Trachsel will go pitch, and that is a 1-2 home run chance. The 19 is high. Polanco, 4-4, a line drive right to second. That's gloved by Morandini. That's out number 1. Wow, a lot of these pitchers are trying to give up gopher balls. Who knows what'll happen? That'll bring up the pitcher, Larry Luebbers. He does not have his own hitting card, so he will use the St. Louis pitcher's card. 081 average on RBI in 99. Trachsel will deal. Trachsel, 6-4, strikeout. He'll get him. And that'll be the second strikeout for Trachsel, 2 outs. And now here's Renneria. Renneria's 0-1. My dad passed away in 2020. Trachsel will deal. Trachsel, 1-2. Home run chance. The 6 is good against the righty. Renneria needs a 6. And he got it. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. And that ball is gone. Home run, Edgar Renneria. Stadium cheers. Yay! Solo shot by Renneria. Now 2-0 Cardinals. Trachsel, he gave up 32 home runs in 99. He's sure giving them up today. And now the batter is Drew. Drew is 0-1. Still 2 outs. Bottom of the third, now 2-0. Trachsel will pitch. Trachsel, 4-6. That's at the park. Busch Stadium, 1-2. Pop fly ball to short. And grabbing that will be Blauser. And he's going to make the catch. Retire the side. 1 run on 1 hit. A solo bomb by Edgar Renneria. 2-0 Redbirds after 3. John Haverly joins us here at Busch Stadium. Top of the fourth. Leading off for the Cubbies is Mickey Morandini. And he's 0-1. Luebbers will pitch. Luebbers, 4-2. It's a blank. Morandini, 6-3. Powered into right field. And that 8 is going to be a leadoff triple. Morandini will get that one. It'll roll all the way to the corner. And he's going to have a leadoff triple for the Cubs. So man on. And that will bring up Sosa. Sosa's 0-1. Infield's going to play in. 18-year-old me has to boo Renneria. Oh, why? Is that because Mr. Renneria got the RBI single that let my Marlins win in 97? That must be it. Morandini on at third. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 7. With nobody out, I will use the chart. Luebbers, 5-1 against the righty. Strikeout. Got him. He gets Sosa. Sosa goes down on strikes. 1 down. And that will bring up Amazing Grace. He got hit by a pitch his first time up. Luebbers will go ahead and deal. Strategy roll first. That's a 7. Morandini stays put. Luebbers, 6-3, wild pitch. No, blank. Grace, 1-1, powers one into left field, and that's going to be a base hit. Grace will get a single. Morandini will score. It's 2-1. So the Cubs are on the board on an RBI single by Grace. And now here's Hill. Hill is 0 for 1. Now the infield back a double play. Now a 2-1 ball game. Strategy for Grace. He's staying put. Luebbers, 1-6. That is an automatic. Out. It's going to be a grounder to second base. 2-1-2. Shortstop, Renneria, 0 pivot. And they will get the double play and retire the side. 4-6-3 double play, 1 run on 2 hits. The Cubs are on the board now, 2-1, going into the bottom of the 4th. Leading off for the Cardinals is the Big Mac. Mark McGwire hit a bomb his first time up. Trachsel, 2-5, that's a blank. McGwire, 1-3, hits a deep fly ball to right field. It'll stay up there. And his opposite number, Sosa, will make the catch, out number 1. Here's Tatis. We're watching his son playing baseball, which makes us all feel very old. Tatis is 0 for 1. Trachsel, 4-6, that's at the park. Busch Stadium, 1-5. That is a home run to the opposite field against the righty. Tatis needs a 16, and that's a 6. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. And that ball is gone. Home run, Fernando Tatis. Stadium cheers. Yay! 3rd home run of the ball game. And now it is 3-1 Cardinals, all solo shots. Next batter is Howard. Howard is 0 for 1. Now 3-1 in favor of the Cardinals. Trachsel, 4-4, hit by pitch. No. Howard, a 4-6, a ground out to second. Morandini will get that and toss it over for out number 2. Perez is next. He's 0 for 1. Trachsel, he'll pitch. Trachsel, 1-3, error on a grounder. Perez, 2-6. That is a ground ball. It's a ground ball to first. That ball is hit to Grace. His error rating is a 4. That's a 17. Grace will get it. Trachsel will come over. Grace throws to the pitcher covering, and that will retire the side. 1 run on 1 hit. A solo bomb by Fernando Tatis. 3-1 Cardinals after 4. All 3 runs have been solo bombs. On to the 5th. Leading off for the Cubs is Shane Andrews. He's 0 for 1. Luebbers will deal. Luebbers, 1-5 against the righty. Strikeout, no. Andrews, 3-3, pop fly ball to short. And Renneria says he'll get it. And that's out number 1. Here's Blauser. Blauser got a base hit his first time up. Luebbers, 6-2 against the righty. It's a blank. Blauser, 2-1 against the righty. It's a ground out to short. Renneria will get this one. And he throws the first 2 down. And now Molina. Molina's 0 for 1. Luebbers, 6-5. That's a walk plus. He'll walk Molina. So Luebbers will walk the batter there. And the batter is the pitcher, Trachsel. And Trachsel, let's see. Yeah, he'll bat. So bad. The game is meaningless anyway, but I'll still kind of go by how what it would do it. Luebbers will pitch a Trachsel. Strategy roll first. Nothing on the 13. Luebbers, 2-5. It's a blank. Trachsel, 6-5. Grounder right back to Luebbers. Luebbers will get that with no problem. And he'll throw it over to first. And then the inning. Nothing across except a walk. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Trachsel will stay on the mound. Leading off for the Redbirds is Marcus Jensen. He's 0 for 1. 3-1 Cardinals. Final game of the 1999 season. We'll see what the schedule is after the 10-minute ticker. So do not go away. Don't go away at all. Trachsel, 1-4, strikeout. He'll get Jensen. That is the 3rd strikeout for Trachsel. 1 out. Here's Polanco. Polanco's 0 for 1. Pitch from Trachsel. Trachsel 1-3. Error on a grounder. Polanco 1-2. That is a ground ball. It's a ground ball back to Trachsel. But Trachsel has an error rating of 0. He'll go ahead and take it and throw to first. 2 down. Next batter is Luebbers. He uses the St. Louis pitcher's card. Luebbers is 0 for 1. Trachsel will deal. Trachsel, 2-2. Error on a throw. Luebbers, 3-4. And that's a ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Andrews. His error rating is a 13. That's a 20. Andrews won't make an error. He will throw to first. And that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3, go the Redbirds. Still 3-1 after 5. In a pretty fast-moving game so far. Not almost a half hour through the stream, and we're already in the 6th. Unlike that other game that took me about 30 minutes just to play 1 inning. Top of the 6th inning, Lance Johnson leads off for the Chi Cubs. He's 0 for 2. Luebbers will deal. And 3-3. Home run result. The 9 is high. Johnson, 6-5, base hit. He'll still get a hit, though. That'll be a hit pass first. And that's his first hit of the game. Here's Morandini. Morandini, 1 for 2 with a triple. Infield a double play. Johnson, 13 steals. He won't get one here. Luebbers, 5-3, range play. Morandini, 2-3 against the righty. It's a base hit past short, but it's a range play for Renneria. He's a double play depth. His range will be a 2. He won't get it. It'll be a base hit. Johnson will hold at second base. Does not have the speed to get to third on a hit past short. But now runners at first and second and no one out. So a chance now for the Cubs. And here comes Sosa. Sosa's 0 for 2. McGuire hit a bomb. Can Sosa do one here as well? Strategy. Nothing on the 3. Johnson will stay where he is. Luebbers will pitch. Luebbers, 6-4. That is an automatic out. And that's going to be a grounder to second base. Can they turn the 2? 3-2-3. Shortstop, pivot 0. Renneria, a 1-3. It's a double play. They got it. 2 down. Johnson will move to third. Morandini and Sosa are out. As another double play hit into by the Cubs. That's their third. Another 4-6-3 double play. And now the batter is Grace. Third double play into by the Cubs. 2 outs now. Now a 3-1, still a 3-1 Cardinal lead. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 4 as Johnson stays where he is. Luebbers, 3-1. That's at the park. Busch Stadium, 2-4. And once again, we got a rare play. So rare play men on at the park. And that's a 25. Catcher attempts to pick off lead runner. Resolved by checking catcher error rate. Well, the catcher for the Cardinals is Molina. His error rating is a 0, so he does not make. I'm sorry, the catcher for the Cardinals is Jensen. His error rating is a 12. My bad, but that's a 14. He's not going to make an error. So if no error, runner picked off. Wow. Catcher attempts to pick off lead runner, resolved by checking catcher error rate. There's not going to be an error. If no error, the runner is picked off at third, and the inning is over. Marcus Jensen picks off Johnson at third base. Wow, that hurts. No runs, 2 hits for the Cubs. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. Grace will have to wait till the 7th. There's your rare play for a catcher throwing to get a pickoff runner. Bottom of the 6th, Edgar Renteria leads off for the Redbirds, 1 for 2 with a bomb. 3-1 Cardinals here at Busch Stadium. Fans would like to see a Cardinal win. Trachsel will pitch. Trachsel, 3-5, range play at the park. Busch Stadium, 5-1. That is a fly ball to left. Going after that is Glenn Allen Hill. His range is a 1. That's a 6, and that's going to be a base hit. So Renteria will go ahead and grab a hit. His second hit of the ball game. Leadoff single for Renteria. Here is Drew. Drew is 0 for 2. Infield at double play. Strategy roll for Renteria. He will stay put. Although Drew gets the hit and run, but he'll swing. Trachsel. 2-3, strikeout, no. Drew, 1-5, a line drive to third. That's gloved. Is Renteria picked off on an 8? And he is not. Renteria will get back to first, but that is a line out to third base. Renteria gets back, 1 down. Next batter is the Big Mac. He is 1 for 2 with a bomb. Renteria, they'll stay put. Trachsel will pitch. Trachsel, 1-1, it's a blank. McGuire, 6-3 on a high fly ball to right. But once again, Sosa's going to get there. And that's going to be out number 2. And here's Tatis. Tatis is 1 for 2 with a bomb. Renteria, he will stay where he is. Trachsel, 3-4, strikeout, swing and a miss, strike out. The inning is over. Trachsel gets his 4th strikeout, no runs and a hit for the Cardinals. Still 3-1 after 6. The historical score of this game was 9-5. There were 14 runs in this game historically. We only got 4. On to the 7th. 3-1 Redbirds. Leading off for the Cubs will be Mark Grace. Grace is 1 for 1. Singleton got hit by a pitch. Luebbers. A 3-1. That's at the park. Busch Stadium getting a lot of work tonight. Busch Stadium, 1-1. That's powered into right. That's an 8, and that's going to be a double. Grace will hit a double into right field. He'll slide into second base with his second hit of the ball game. And now the batter is Hill. Hill is 0 for 2. Craig Scarborough joins us here at Busch Stadium. Grace on at second, and he will stay at second. Luebbers, 3-4, range play at the park. Busch Stadium, 6-1. That's a ground ball to third. That's a range play for Tatis. The infield is back. His range is a 2. He won't get it, and that's going to be hit down the line, and that's going to roll into the corner. That's going to be a double. Grace will come around and score. Hill goes to second. It's now 3-2. So Glenn Allen Hill will get an RBI double, as Tatis couldn't make that play. Next up is Andrews, and we may see a pinch hitter. We may see a pinch hitter for him. with a 195 average. I think so. So let's see. Andrews is at third base. Let's see who the Cubs want to bring out there. And they are going to do, let's see, final game of the season. So, yeah. And he's a righty. So, coming on to pinch hit for Shane Andrews and take over at third base is going to be Jeff Reed, a 258 average, 3 homers, 28 RBIs. Jeff Reed will now take over at third as Andrews is done. Reed is only a 1-0 at the spot. Not a horrible fielder, but they're putting him in for offense. So Jeff Reed will pinch hit against Luebbers here in the top of the 7th. Now a 3-2 ball game. Strategy roll for Hill, and he'll stay put. Luebbers, a 2-1 against the lefty. It's a blank. Reed, 3-3, and it's popped up to second base. That'll be caught by Polanco, and that's out number 1. 1 down. The next batter is Blauser, and Blauser is the shortstop, and he had 200 at bats. Let me see if there's anybody else that can take the position, or he's going to stay out there, and he will. Blauser will stay out there. Blauser will bat. 1 out here, top of the 7th. Blauser is 1 for 2. Strategy. Hill gets a 3. He'll stay put. Luebbers, 2-6. That's at the park. Busch Stadium, 6-3. It's a fly ball to right field. That's going to be gloved by Howard. That is out number 2. Will Hill get to third? A 2-1, and yes, he will. Glenn Allen Hill, that's deep enough, and he will get to third base on a 2-1. No, I'm sorry. He holds. Nope, I'm looking at the wrong one. It's a fly ball. He holds actually a 2-1. So no, he'll stay put, 2 down. Upon further review, he goes back. Here's Molina. Luebbers is now tired, and they're going to let him pitch. Molina's 0 for 1 with a walk. 2 men down here. Glenn Allen Hill at second. Luebbers will pitch to Molina. Fans here at Busch Stadium hoping Luebbers gets it done. Strategy roll. Hill will stay put. Luebbers. 2-2. It's a blank. Molina. 3-1. It's a fly ball to center field. J.D. Drew will come under it and get it, and that will retire the side. 1 run, 2 hits. Nice job by Larry Luebbers tonight. A 5.12 ERA, and he only gave up a couple of runs. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we have our final 10-minute ticker coming up after tonight's game. And after the 10-minute ticker, I will tell you what our first playoff game will be, which of course will be on Sunday night. There will be no baseball tomorrow night as I got to set up the 26-man rosters for the playoffs. But we'll see what our first game will be on Sunday night after the 10-minute ticker. After further review with Steve Tower joins us here at Busch Stadium. It is Fan Appreciation Night, and of course, all of my chat guys are here, as I appreciate all of you guys for helping me through another exciting inside pitch season in 1999. Giveaways? Are you kidding me? I'm a Jew. I'm cheap. I'm Jewish. We don't have any good things to give away, unfortunately. I give you all my love. Is that enough? I'll give you all my love. Is that enough? Bottom of the 7th, Trachsel is Thomas Howard leads off for the Cardinals. He is 0 for 2. That's going to be it for Trachsel. Trachsel's going to come out, even though he leads off the next inning. Cubs are going to go to the bullpen. And let's see if they're going to bring on to pitch. They're going to do switch right and a switch. And they're going to go, let's see. It doesn't matter him, and it really doesn't matter who it is. So we'll bring on a righty. Coming on to pitch for the Cubs is going to be Bobby Ayala. Bobby Ayala started the season also with the Montreal Expos. He is on the Cubs. 1 win, 7 losses, no saves, a 3.51 ERA, 79 strikeouts, 37 walks in 99. So Bobby Ayala, he'll go ahead and pitch this inning, but he can pitch to 6. So bottom of the 7th, Bobby Ayala will now pitch for the Cubs. And Howard will lead off. He's 0 for 2. Ayala, 4-6. Walk plus, ball 4. So the first thing he does is walk Howard, and Howard will trot to first. Next batter is Eduardo Perez. Perez is a 344 batting average. He's 0 for 2. He only had 32 at bats. Let's see. Perez is in left field. And we're going to... It's an exhibition game. It really doesn't friggin' make a difference. And let's see. Eduardo Perez is going to come out of the game. And coming on to play left field is going to be Ray Lankford. 306 average, 15 homers, 63 RBIs in 99. He'll take over in left. And he's actually just as good, if not better. So Ray Lankford will now take over. He's a 5.30. And this is the last game of the season, so does it really matter? Game is meaningless. Ayala will pitch to Lankford. And let's see. Well, nobody out. Howard, he will stay put. Ayala will pitch. Ayala, 3-2. Error on a grounder. Lankford, 1-2. That is a ground ball. It's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit the Blauser. His error rating is a 4. That's a 19. He will not make an error. 2-1. 2-1-2. Second base, pivot Morandini -1. So only a 1 will be a double play. And his only play is going to be to first. So Howard will get to second, and that will be the first out. Next batter is Jensen. And I think they're going to bring on another catcher here if we have one. And they will... Let's see. They will do so. Marcus Jensen coming out of the game and taking over at catcher now will be Alberto Castillo. 263 average, 4 homers, 31 RBIs in 99. So Jensen is now out. And Castillo will now come on to bat and play catcher. 3.57 -2. So now Ayala will pitch to Castillo. Infield is back, 1 out. Cardinals lead 3-2. Strategy roll. Howard stays put. Ayala, a 6-6 strikeout. Got him. He gets Castillo on a 2, and that is the first. That is the first. That is the second out of the game. Struck him out as well. So 2 down. The batter now is Polanco. He'll bat. Polanco is 0 for 2. Howard on at second. Strategy roll. And nothing. That's a 20. Ayala turns around, fires to get Howard. And no. Howard will get back. Now Ayala will pitch. Ayala, 5-2. Range play. Polanco, 6-4. Ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Reed. Reed's range is a 1. Nope, that's going to be a base hit past third. That's going to be a base hit past third. Howard will come around. He will score automatically on a range play. He will come around and score. It's 4-2 Cardinals. Stadium cheers. Yay! RBI single by Polanco now makes it 4-2 in favor of the Redbirds. And we'll see a pinch hitter for Larry Luebbers as now he's coming out as he's the next batter up. And coming on to pinch hit for him will be Joe McEwing. 275 average, 9 homers, 44 RBIs, and 99. Joe McEwing will come on to pinch it, will come on to hit. With 2 outs, bottom of the 7th, now 4-2 Cardinals. Ayala, strategy rolls are still on. Nothing on the 3. Polanco stays where he is. Ayala, 3-5, strikeout plus, and he got him. And retires the side. He struck out the side, actually. Struck out the side, but 1 run on 1 hit and a walk. And after 7, the Cardinals have a 4-2 lead. We go to the 8th. 4-2 Cardinals. Pinch hitter coming in for Bobby Ayala. The Cardinals will bring on the pitcher first. And they're going to go with a lefty here, I think. And coming on to pitch for the Cardinals is going to be Lance Painter. 4 wins, 5 losses, 1 save, a 4.83 ERA in 99. He will come on to pitch as Luebbers leaves with the W. Trachsel left with the L. Pinch hitter for the Cubs now, and it is going to be Gary Gaetti. 204 average, 9 homers, 46 RBIs. Gary Gaetti will pinch hit against Painter. 4-2 Redbirds. Top of the 8th. Final game, closing day of the 1999 season. Painter, 1-1, error on a throw. Gaetti, 1-4, and that's going to be a hard line out right to third, and that's out number 1. Line out to third, no throwing error because there's nobody on base, 1 down. That'll bring up Johnson. Johnson will bat. Johnson 1 for 3 with a single. Painter can pitch to 4. And we'll see a new pitcher for the Cubs. Painter will deal. Painter, 6-5. That's a walk plus. He'll walk Johnson. And Johnson trots to first on a base on balls. And now Morandini. Morandini 2 for 3. A triple and a single. Infield set for double play. Strategy rolls are still on. And Johnson will stay where he is. Painter will deal. Painter, 1-6. That's a walk plus. It's ball 4. Runners at first and second now for the Cubs. And here comes Sammy Sosa. Sosa is 0 for 3. McGuire hit a home run in this game. Can Sosa do it? Infield a double play depth, 4-2. Strategy roll. That is a 2. Johnson gets the steal sign, gets the jump to go to third, but he's going to stay put. He's going to let Sosa swing. Painter gets the sign to deal with Sosa. Here comes the deal. Painter, 3-1 against a righty. It's a blank. Sosa, 1-1, base hit right past third. That'll be a single past third base. Johnson coming around. He will score. It's 4-3. Morandini holds it second. Sosa gets his first hit of the game, and the Cubs are now 1 run back. RBI single by Sosa. Now the batter is Grace, and Painter is tired. And are they going to let him pitch to Grace is the question. No. That'll be it for Painter. The Cardinals are going to go back to the bullpen. And they're going to stick with a lefty, though. And they're going to bring out Mike Moeller. 1 win, 1 loss, a save, a 4.38 ERA. Mike Moeller is now the pitcher for the Cardinals, and he can pitch to 4. Runners at first and second, 1 out, top of the 8th. Now a 4-3 ball game. Morandini on at second, Sosa on at first. Mike Moeller now the pitcher for the Cardinals. Strategy, nothing on the 19. Grace gets the bunt sign. He says, are you kidding me? Moeller. A 1-6 against the lefty. It's a blank. Grace. 4-3. It's a fly ball to right. That'll be handled by Howard. And that's going to be out number 2. Morandini, 6-2 on a fly to right. Hold at +1, 0, -1, or -2. Right fielder is Howard. He's a +1. Morandini will stay at second base. He will not go to third. So fly out to right, now 2 away. And now the batter is Hill. Hill is 1 for 3 with a double, but he hits lefties very well. Moeller will go ahead and pitch to Hill. 2 outs, top of the 8th, 4-3. Fans here at Busch Stadium hoping Moeller can get the job done. Strategy. Nothing on the 8. Moeller will deal. Moeller, 2-6, strikeout, and got him! Struck him out! Inning is over. Moeller gets out Hill. 1 run on 1 hit and a couple of walks. 4-3 as we now go to the bottom of the 8th. Leading off for the Cardinals will be Edgar Renteria. He is 2 for 3, a single and a bomb. Cubs got to bring in a pitcher. And they are going to go with... They're going to bring in their closer, and that's going to be Rick Aguilera. 9 wins, 4 losses, 14 saves, a 2.93 ERA. Aguilera's job, keep it where it is and hope for some 9th inning magic. So Rick Aguilera will come on to pitch, and he can pitch to 4. And he'll go up against Renteria. 4-3 Cardinals. Aguilera with the deal. Aguilera, 6-3 against the righty. It's an automatic. Out and the fly out to right. And Sosa will make the play. 1 down. Next up is Drew. Drew is 0 for 3. Aguilera will deal. Aguilera, 5-2 against the lefty. It's a blank. Drew, 1-2. Grounded to first. Easy play for Grace. Grace will take it to the bag himself, 2 away. And now another chance for the Big Mac. McGuire is 1 for 3 with a bomb. 2 men down. Fans here at Busch Stadium would like to see the Big Mac hit 1 more. Aguilera sets up and he will deal. 4-5, range play. McGuire, 3-5, grounder to second base. Morandini going over there. His range is a 2, and he's got it. Nice play by Morandini. Picks it up, throws it over to first, and that is a 1-2-3 inning for Aguilera. Nice job. 4-3 Cardinals after 8. But will we see some 9th inning magic? Top of the 9th. Jeff Reed is the leadoff batter for the Cubs. He'll bat. New pitcher coming in for the Cardinals. And they're going to bring in their closer. And that's going to be Ricky Bottalico. 3 wins, 7 losses, 20 saves, a 4.91 ERA. Ricky Bottalico will come on to try to close the game out, trying to get the save. So Ricky Bottalico will pitch. He can pitch to 5. And Jeff Reed, will he lead off? Let's see. Do I have another catcher? Yes, I do. And they are going to bring him back. Reed is coming out of the game, and coming on to pincher for the Cubs is going to be Henry Rodriguez. 304 average, 26 homers, 87 RBIs. Benito Santiago will take over at catcher if this game goes any further. So Santiago is going to become the 3rd catcher if this game goes any quicker. And he's a 4.49 minus 1. No, what am I doing? Andrews was a 3rd baseman, so why am I taking over 3rd base? My bad. Reed, I had at 3rd base, not catcher. So I got to have another 3rd baseman instead, and that's going to be Manny Alexander. My bad. Manny Alexander will play 3rd base. I made an error. So Manny Alexander will take over at 3rd base, not catcher. Molina's the catcher. So Manny Alexander will come on to bat. Well, not bat. He'll take over, but Rodriguez is going to hit. And Alexander is a 320. So Henry Rodriguez will bat against Bottalico. Top of the 9th, 4-3 Cardinals. Final game of the 99 regular season. Bottalico will pitch. Bottalico, 3-4, strikeout, got him. He got Henry. Struck him out, 1 down. Well, Henry will go. Henry out. And now the batter is Blauser. Blauser will bat. He's 1 for 3. Bottalico, he will go ahead and pitch. Bottalico, 3-4, strikeout, got him. He gets Blauser. Bottalico throwing some heat, 2 down. The last chance for the Cubs is Jose Molina. And he is going to bat. You wouldn't get any errors. Actually, that's not true. He's done a few, but that's okay. We all make the errors. Molina will bat. Last chance for the Cubs. Molina is 0 for 2 with a walk. Jose Molina sets up. The fans here at Busch Stadium know that this could be it for the game for the season. Ricky Bottalico will go ahead and get the sign from Castillo. Now he will settle in and get ready. And the fans are waving the towels. Bottalico will pitch. 4-1. It's at the park. Busch Stadium. 3-1. And it's a fly ball to center field. Getting under that is going to be Drew. Drew will come back a little bit. Takes 2 steps to his right. Puts out his glove. Blop. And the ball falls into it. That's your game. The St. Louis Cardinals will beat the Cubs here tonight, 4-3 in the final game of the 99 season. Stadium cheers. Yay! So a nice win for the Cardinals as they'll take a 4-3 victory over the Cubs in the final game of the 99 regular season. And we'll see what happens in the ticker. Final line score coming up. For the Cardinals, 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors. For the Cubs, 3 runs, 8 hits, no errors. The winning pitcher is Larry Luebbers. He's going to wind up with the win. Steve Trachsel the loss. Moeller will get a hold, and Ricky Bottalico will wind up with the save. So a nice victory for the Cardinals. They'll take the win into the offseason, but we're just not done just quite yet. Final 10-minute ticker is next. That wasn't a bad ball game to end the season, was it? Wasn't too bad. A nice 4-3 game. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, powered by FastScore Baseball. So the Cubs will fall to the Cardinals tonight, 4-3, and we'll see how now everything is set. So let's just see how the rest of the season will end. Remember, I will post the final standings in the Universal Baseball Lounge Facebook group, as well, of course, the final standings, and of course, the postseason bracket, like I always do. Rangers at Anaheim. Texas, 11-14, that is 2. Angels, minus 214, that's 0. Win for the Rangers. Red Sox at Baltimore. Red Sox, 9-21, that is 3. Orioles, 8-13, and that is 1. A win for the Red Sox. Minnesota and the White Sox. Twins, minus 10-52, that is 1. White Sox, 7-24, that is 3. A win for the Palehose. Toronto at Cleveland. Blue Jays, 10-54, that is 7. Indians, 14-12, that is 2. A win for the Blue Jays. Seattle at Oakland. Mariners, 151, that is 4. Athletics, 10-56, that is 7. That's a win for the A's. Yankees and the Devil Rays. Yankees 16-11, that is 1. Devil Rays 23-36, that's 8. And the Devil Rays will win the last one. Padres and the Diamondbacks. Padres 5-16, that is 2. Diamondbacks 14-64, that's 10. The Snakes will win it. Marlins and the Braves. Marlins 4-16, that's 2. Braves 13-41, and that is 6. A win for the Bravos. Giants and the Rockies. Giants 17-25, that's 5. Rockies 10-54, that is 7. And the Rockies will win their last of the season. Dodgers and the Astros. The Astros have 109 wins. Can they get to 110? Dodgers 216, and that is 1. Astros 25-26, that's 7. The answer is yes. The Houston Astros, 110 wins for this season. I believe the Orioles in 1969 have the better overall record. I think that is the case. Let me check my encyclopedia real quick. And I think the Orioles... No, they tied. The Orioles also had 110 wins. But they won the World Series in 69, in my 69 replay. So if the Astros want to be up there with the Orioles, they got to win the World Series. Reds and the Brewers. Reds 1965, that is 12. Brewers 5-36, that is 4. That's a win, and that game belongs to the Reds. Pirates and the Mets. Can my Mets finish with a happy recap? Pirates 5-51, and that is 5. Mets 9-46, that is 6. And my Mets will finish the season with a happy recap. Expos and the Phillies. Expos 1061, that is 8. Phillies 966, that is 11. And the Fighting Phils will get the victory. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always next year. Now, let's take a look. Now, there will be no baseball tomorrow night. Let me now check the final standings real quick. And I'll see who's going to be first. So give me 1 second here. So let's see. So Texas over Anaheim. Yes, this is how I do my standings. Boston over Baltimore. White Sox over Minnesota. Toronto over Cleveland. Oakland over Seattle. Tampa Bay over the Yankees. Diamondbacks over the Padres. Atlanta over the Marlins. Rockies over Giants. Astros over Dodgers. Reds over Brewers. The Reds actually finished with a ring. The Reds were dead in the water, and at least they're going to finish with a winning record after a huge September. The Reds actually going to finish with a winning record at 82-80. Milwaukee took the loss. It was a little too late for the Reds. Mets over the Pirates. And Phillies over Expos. The Phillies finished with a winning record as well over Montreal. And the Cardinals will beat the Cubs. Okay, so let's see. The home team in the American League is the Athletics. They have 89 wins, and they have 90 now. So they have 90 wins. The home team in the first wild card series game in the National League is Pittsburgh, and they're going to finish with 89 wins. So since Pittsburgh is 89 and the Athletics will now be 90, that means that I will have the Pirates. I always start with the lowest amount of wins before I get to the higher amount of wins. So that's what's going to have to be. So no baseball tomorrow night. We will return on Saturday night with Game 1 of the National League Wild Card Series. We will be at Three Rivers Stadium as the San Francisco Giants will take on the Pittsburgh Pirates. It will be Russ Ortiz pitching for the Giants, and Todd Ritchie will be pitching for the Pirates. Those are the two aces I already decided upon for those two teams. So, no baseball tomorrow night. The regular season is over. The postseason begins Saturday night with the Giants and the Pirates. Game 1 of the National League Wild Card Series. Be there or be square. For Sunday. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out the turnstiles. Subscribe if you're not done so, and make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you guys Sunday night. The Chicago Cubs can't come away with a win tonight. The Cardinals will win it tonight, 4-3. The 1999 regular season is over. The 1999 postseason is here.